Hello there, this is Lee Sowers. I am your host. I want to thank you for taking time to join us. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the basic fact. Homes will be listed and sold this fall. How to make sure they're your listings and sales. I want to introduce myself again. I'm Lee Thomas Sowers. I'm Exec VP with Home Actions. I've been in the real estate business for many years. You see some of the companies I've worked with there, Prudential, which is now Berkshire Hathaway, Keller Williams, Century 21. I'm going to share a lot of the information I've learned with you. I want to do some what I'll call housekeeping or logistics right up front here. I'm going to be presenting a whole bunch of information here. I'm going to do it in a fairly short time out of respect for your busy schedule. I know you're probably going to have questions, want to go into it further. So I'm going to provide my contact information at the end, my email and my cell phone. You can reach out to me by phone, by text, or by email, whatever's most convenient. I tell you that for two reasons. Again, since I'm going to be presenting a lot of information, I'm sure you may have questions, want to have a follow-up conversation. You're perfectly welcome to reach out and contact me. I work, like most realtors, pretty much 7 days a week. Don't hesitate to reach out on a weekend. Also, because you attended this session, one of the special offers to have you come to the session was that you got a free one-on-one coaching session. That would be with me if you attend my session. We'll talk about your marketing and prospecting efforts, especially your digital marketing and prospecting efforts, and how you can improve those so you can get more listings and sell more property. So again, if you have questions on what I'm going to go over, contact me if you'd like to take advantage of that free coaching session with me at a time, at your time and place of your convenience. Actually, it will be online, but at a time that fits into your schedule. Please use my contact information at the end to get a hold of me. I think we have everyone here now. Again, one more time, thank you for your time. Let's run into this. Let's get going. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about how those homes that are going to be listed and sold this fall, how they can be your listings and sales. A few things we need to check off here that you need to do to be able to make that happen. You need to stop losing sales to your competitors. They're out there fighting for these sales. Hey, there's going to be less total transactions in this late fall, so there's more competition to get them. You need to stop losing sales to your competitors. You need to get more sales, listings and sales from your SOI. That's your sphere of influence. We'll do a lot of talking about that. You need to get more social media leads, and you need to do e-prospecting all fall. Again, these are the items we're going to cover. Talk to you about how to do that so that you can get those listings and sales that will happen through the fall here. I want to share some data. This is from the NAR. Did you know that agents lose 3 out of 4 sales from past clients to their competitors? That used to really upset me when I was a realtor. Someone that was a past client or a close friend, I found they were working with another realtor, and that used to, like I said, upset me. And that's a major loss of business. Think about that. You lose 3 out of 4 sales of your past clients to your competition. You got to shut down. That's a leakage of a lot of sales and money. You got to shut that down. We're going to talk about that. The number one reason realtors lose that business is they fail to stay in touch with the people in what I'll call their sphere of influence. A lot of realtors also call that their PC or personal connections. It's incredibly important that you stay in touch with them so you don't lose that business. Let me give you some data of why that is so important. This is from Inman Research, the big research company in real estate. They asked buyers and sellers, how did you originally connect with your agent? You see the check mark down the bottom. Overwhelming response was a referral from a friend or a friend of a friend. I have to tell you, by definition, a referral from a friend or a friend of a friend is your sphere of influence. That's how buyers and sellers are connecting with agents. Asked agents, what were the best leads you get? You know, you can get them by zip, by territory. There's many companies out there that will sell you leads. Asked agents, what is the best? Now, best is defined as actually getting you a side, buyer side, seller side, or if you're lucky, both sides of the sale. Overwhelmingly, realtors said 86% of them said the best quality leads came from their sphere of influence. So this is where it's all happening, your sphere of influence. Let me ask you a question. If everyone in your sphere came to you When it was time, when the people in your sphere or your personal connections, when they were going to get in the market as buyer or seller, if they all came to you, would you have more business? You have to answer that for yourself, but if you answer it yes, stick with me. Also, ask yourself, if your social media could generate more good leads, if your web page or your company website could generate more good leads, again, good being defined as it results in a transaction for you, would you have more business? You have to answer that yourself, but if you're like a lot of realtors and you're looking for more results from your social media, your website, then stick with me. In order to get this additional business, you need to do two things. You must stay top of mind. You must keep your sphere of influence engaged, paying attention to you, and listening to you. It's very important to do that. We're going to talk about ways to do that. The other thing that you need to do is you also need to know when someone in your sphere or your personal connections are planning on entering the market. It's nice if you could get them all to go right to you in a beeline and not work with other realtors, but chances are they know other realtors. So what you want to do, the ones that don't come to you, you want to make sure you know when those people in your connections, in your circle, in your sphere, when they're thinking of getting in the market so you can aggressively reach out to the first realtor in front of them. That's going to help you get business. In order to follow this strategy, the strategy of staying in touch and knowing who's getting in the market to get there first, there are 7 essentials. Now, I got this list from years of working in real estate. Moreover, talking to top producers, I do presentations and coaching. I go to awards ceremonies. I do coaching one-on-one. I do presentations in offices and events. Over time, I developed this list. This is what the top producers are doing to be successful. They have a database so they can reach out to their entire sphere. They have content that's very compelling and interesting so the people in their sphere stay engaged and listen to them. They consistently get out there every 2 weeks all year. They don't have a big gap in the summer when they're busy. They do it all year. They don't give up on it over the coming holidays in the fall. They do it consistently every 2 weeks all year. Branding. They make sure they brand themselves to stand out from the crowd. They make sure they have a strategy for generating leads. Just dripping on your sphere does not guarantee leads. I like to tell people you can drip on them till you drown them, but that doesn't guarantee you're going to get leads and business. Support, yes, we talked about website, social media, staying in touch, email, database. You shouldn't have to be a computer guru or expert to make it work. You should have support and backup. You need that so you can get on and do real estate, so you can go to the listing appointments and the showings, actually get the listings and sell the property and reports. You need to see how the whole program is working to make sure you're doing it right. That's very important. I got to tell you, it's so important. If you don't have all 7, it's not going to work. The realtors I talked to that were the top producers, they had all 7. That's how I got the list. The ones I talked to that were missing some were not getting results. You can't have 3 of the 7 and get half of the results. You can have 6 of the 7 and you'll probably still get no results. It is critically important that you have all 7 of these essentials to make the program successful. Now, why don't agents, this is not a secret. I'm sure you knew those 7 items before I presented them to you. You might not have had a list, but I'm sure you knew about them. Why don't agents just run out and do it? Well, I don't know why you don't do it, but I'll relate to myself. When I was an agent, when I was out there working, just got in the business when I'd been in it a few years, I was very busy. I lacked the time to do all the prospecting I should have. I couldn't find the content. I wasn't a graphic designer, so I used a templated program like every other agent in my office was using. I wasn't standing out from the crowd. I wasn't a PC expert, so I couldn't put together a database of all the thousands of connections on my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my personal address book, my company real estate address book. They were all just scattered groups of people. I couldn't reach out and contact them all. When I do these presentations in front of agents, I find that less than 1 in 10 have a complete database. So ask yourself right now, could you, with the touch of a button, run out and contact everybody, all your personal connections, your entire sphere of influence, everybody off Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, if you have a blog, those people from your personal address book, your company address book, your iPhone, your iPad that you've sent something to out of MLS, friends, neighbors, relatives. If you do, congratulations. You're way ahead. You're ahead of 90% of the other realtors. If you don't have that, That's the key fundamental building block you need to get this. You need all of those 7. I'm going to talk to you about one way to get all those 7. There are many ways to do it. You can piece together programs yourself from many different vendors. There's one solution that gives you everything as a turnkey, and that's Home Actions. It's the only program with all 7 essentials. It's used by literally thousands of agents from all the top companies. I'll show you just some of the names here: Coldwell Banker, Remax, Century 21. Let me take a few minutes and tell you about that program. Again, if you want to try the program, that's great, but even if you don't, listen to the features of the program, because these are the features, the essentials you need to have, and anything you want to put together to do. First, it's your database. We build that database for you. It'll be a custom database. You'll have complete exclusivity over everybody in it. You don't need to know anything about files, uploads, downloads, and everybody we put in your database, you're the only agent that will be able to market this program to them, so it gives you that exclusivity. Again, that's a great feature to get your database built. Now, again, I'm not going to tell you exactly how all this is done. That's why I want to have a follow-up conversation for a deeper dive. I'm going to tell you what we do in the program, how those essentials will work to get you business. So, again, the foundation of this program is having that database. You can reach out and contact your entire sphere of influence. Once you have them, you need to keep them engaged with compelling content. We have an internal editorial staff that's going to write 6 new articles for you every 2 weeks. Articles like how to burglar-proof your home when you go on vacation. That type of content that helps a homeowner take care of their home and their possessions, the biggest investment in most people's lives. They're going to pay attention to that. They're going to want to read it. It's what's keeping them coming back to read your Home Actions every 2 weeks when it comes out. Once they're looking at it every 2 weeks when it comes out, we'll put additional articles in for you. We call them triggers. They're triggers because they indicate that somebody in your sphere is ready to enter the market. You can tell what people are thinking by what they're reading. We have dozens of articles. I circled one here. 5 reasons not to sell your home yourself. Boy, that person's thinking of a FSBO. See other ones here. 9 smart ways to save for a down payment. Very possibly that person is thinking of buying a home. Things to check on your credit before you apply for a mortgage. The point is, the reading of these articles indicates that a person in your sphere is thinking of getting in the market. That's what I was telling you about. That's the way you know the ones that are thinking of getting in the market, so you can be the first realtor in front of them. So we're going to send you an alert every time an article's read. It's going to tell you the name, address, phone number, email address, all the information you need to reach out and contact that person that you know is thinking of entering the market, so you can be the first realtor in front of them. We're also going to put hyper-local content from things like Market Leader and RPR reports. Research shows the first thing people do before they enter the market is buyer or seller. They research the market. We're going to have you provide the reports to them. Again, you're providing a valuable service that's going to keep your sphere engaged, especially those thinking of getting in the market. And the great information you get is every time somebody opens and reads it, you know who it was, their name, address, phone number, email, their contact information, so you can reach out and have that conversation with them that gets you working with them as a client, buyer, or seller. In addition, following the lines of people want information, how many potential homeowners, buyers, sellers go out there and surf Zillow? Many go out and surf Zillow or Trulia to find home values and things about the neighborhood before they list their home on the market. Well, we're going to make your Home Actions the portal that they surf through. We have a partnership with CoreLogic. We call it Neighborhood 360 Reports. It's the best database information in the country. Everything about the market, home values, cost of living, schools, demographics, transportation, the weather, and any natural events that have happened in the area like flooding. Everything about a home in that area that a person wants to know. It's by exact address, any address in the country. In fact, you see some pictures in the upper right there. Looks like food. That's what it is. It'll tell them down to where they can shop for specialty foods, get their pet groomed, join a fitness club. Homeowners, buyers, and sellers love this information. We have them fill out a survey about why they want the information. It includes great items like, I want this information because this property is my home and I'm thinking of selling it. That's a lead. Or I want this information on these properties because it's an area I'm thinking of relocating into or moving into. All that is great information for you. It tells you, the people, what they're looking at, why they're looking at it. Again, you get their complete contact information so you can reach out, have the people in your sphere surf using your home actions and those tools and widgets we provide. Keep them off Zillow and Trulia. Don't lose them to another realtor. In addition to the tools and widgets we put in, we're going to help you put your new listings, your open houses, your virtual tours in. You know, you may not need a lot of help filling up an open house because the market's hot right now, but I'll tell you, when you show how you're going to market a person's home, a virtual tour, open house, great listing information, when you show how you're going to market their home in the Home Actions program here, remember, this is going out every 2 weeks to your entire sphere of influence, aggressively marketing that property. That's what a homeowner wants to know you're going to do. Question I always would get, what are you going to do for me that's different than every other realtor? You're going to put a sign in the yard. You're going to put me on your company website. Now, you have an ironclad answer to that. You can take your PC in. I know agents that do this. Show them how you're going to market their property using the Home Actions platform and walk out with that listing. That is a great key advantage and helps you stand out from the other realtors in the market. In addition, we're going to do branding. Now, this is Faith. I love her. She has an afternoon sunset, sun setting on the house. She's holding a puppy dog. Hey, that's great branding. The point is, we're going to create the exact branding that you want. Graphic design comes with the program. In addition to setting the brand for you, if you see, I have a big arrow pointed toward Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Well, those aren't just logos. Those are live links. That'll take you right out to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and other social media pages. People that read the great content in here, like how to burglar-proof their home, see how you're marketing other people's properties, look at those market reports. They're thinking about working with you. They're going to go check out your realtor page on Facebook. We're going to double and triple traffic to your social media. How do I know that? Because your Home Actions is actually delivered as an active web page, which means every link is clickable and trackable. 10 people clicked on your Facebook realtor page tonight. You're going to get a list of who clicked. Again, their name, address, phone number, email, contact information. Hey, driving those people out so they can find out about you on your social media is going to get you more leads. In addition, getting likes and shares, getting your social media wider exposure is going to help, and what gets you that exposure is content. So anything that's in your Home Actions can be posted out to your social media. The great articles we write, like how to burglar-proof your home. We have an entire content library that you can choose articles for your social media, or if you have a blog. And the things we help you put in, like your upcoming listings and open houses, bang, right out to the social media. That's going to increase your following, your readership, your likes and your views, and build that source of leads from your social media. Same thing with your web page or website. Many companies out there have tools and widgets, valuable information for buyers, sellers, mortgage tool, how much home can I afford. We're going to, again, put live links to all of that right into your Home Actions. The people clicking those widgets and tools, first, they're going to find it very useful. That's, again, what's going to keep them coming back and back. All this information on the market, the tools, the widgets are what's going to keep them coming back to your Home Actions. That's very valuable to them. What's valuable to you, again, is you're going to see their complete contact information, know who's clicking, exactly what they're clicking. You find somebody that clicked information for sellers several times this week, you know you need to reach out to them. They're probably planning on putting that home on the market. Now, I showed you a very feature-rich program here. Perhaps the most popular feature is our support. I gave you my background in the beginning. I offered you a coaching session because we're going to work together. If you do the program, I'm going to give you the benefit of my experience and seeing what thousands of agents are doing to get those listings, those leads, make those sales, even as we come up into the fall season here. You're going to get the benefit of that experience. We're going to custom set up this program together to make it work for you, and then it's going to set it and forget it, because you know what? My support team, the database people that build it and maintain it, the graphic designers that create the custom graphics, the marketing assistants that get it out every 2 weeks, even if you're busy, the editors that write our content and will help you write your content, that whole staff's going to be working back there for you. The number one complaint we got from agents, not that we got, but that we heard and addressed from agents, was, hey, don't give me something else that's complicated to use. It takes a lot of time. I want something I can just set and forget so I can spend my time out there taking listings, doing showings, making sales. That's what you're going to get with this program, is a program where we do the work, you get the benefit of the leads. Again, thousands of agents from the top companies use it. Again, you'll see here Berkshire Hathaway, Century 21, ERA, Coldwell Banker, RE/MAX. We help them stand out from the crowd. We help them stay in touch, top of mind with their sphere of influence, identify those people that are about to get in the market so they can be the first realtor in front of them. We offer what's actually a complete e-prospecting program to get out there and get more business. Now, like I said at the beginning, I know this was a lot and it was very quick, but here it is. Here's my contact information. 908-910-0605, my cell phone. You can text or call me. My email, lsowers@homeactions.net. I'd love to have a conversation with you about how our program can be tailored to help you in your market at this time of year, not only to get some additional listings and sales this year, but to start building that pipeline and getting a jump start on 2018. So I'd love to have that conversation. As I said at the beginning, in addition, because you took time to attend, those of you that are with me on the session now, because you took time to attend the session, or if you could not attend the live session, if you're watching this as a recorded session at a later date, you still took your time to hear what I had to say, and in appreciation of that, contact me. We'll schedule a one-on-one coaching session just for you where we can talk about digital marketing, e-prospecting, how you can benefit from that in the remainder of 2017, and like I said, build up to have a great jump start to 2018. Hey, I do thank you for your time. I'd love to work with you, so I look forward to hearing from you. Whatever you decide to do, I wish you have a great fall here, have a very happy holiday season, and get off to a great start in 2018. But I think you'll understand how I could help you make whatever success you're having even better and bigger. So I look forward to talking to you. I'll leave my information up here, and I thank you again. Take care.